Look at you, you ice cream cake. So we might actually get PulseChain very soon, baby dolls. The final indicator has pinged. And we're going to go through some juicy information. I want you to pay attention. The final indicator for PulseChain. It's not actually a Richard Hart announcement. It is this. Crypto7 is a dedicated HEX streamer. And we finally pushed him over the edge. Crypto7, I want you to know. So he has been doing honorable work for over 400 days. And you're going to feel that 400 days when I show you the next charts. He regularly streams videos, content for all. And I'm going to read for you this tweet. But a lot of people have been going very hard on Mr. 7. I'm here to defend him. You guys don't understand that we're in this together. You and me, all of us are on the same team. Don't go after people shilling your bags, boosting the network effect, bringing more people in. That is counterproductive. Forget everyone's attitude. Who cares about attitudes, man? In 2 years, when the number of holders of HEX has gone from 200,000 to 850,000 or 1 million, what's this attitude matter? It doesn't matter. Who cares? Look what he said. So I've seen this, by the way, I've seen this happen before. The bottom of bears on top of bulls. We're going to read this together. It's time to launch PulseChain now. No more soons. No more tests. No more vacuous public displays of appreciation to the devs before launch. We've been very patient. Launch it, please. So I want you to know, I like saying this because Crypto7 is a very upbeat, optimistic person. Here, I've even mentioned here, I enjoy his dedication and passion for the PulseChain and HEX community. Mr. 7 brings, like I said, upbeat, optimistic. I want you to, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel how hard it was to do this, to get on camera, put your face in front of everyone and put your reputation on. But it's funny, we finally broke him. So good day to you, sir. Maybe this was the final indicator we need. I mean, it's crazy. Sometimes these things happen. I wanted to show you this. All right. So before I actually show you his channel, look what we had to sit through. Okay. I want you to build this up. This is what we've had to sit through. And when I read this for you, Mr. Crypto7 has been, and by the way, I've never spoken to him. I haven't spoken to him. I don't have any private convos. We did one thank you message in a DM. I think it was like months ago. That's it. One sentence. No convos, no nothing. I'm kind of ashamed. I forgot his name. I don't even remember his name. But look at this. He's Mr. 7 to me now. Think about him putting his face on camera for the HEX and PulseChain community every day while we read this. 2 months ago, PulseChain testnet version 3 came out, and I said to everyone it's still months away, but most people disagreed and they said it was days away. I remember as soon as I said, hey man, it's months away, oh man, I got tagged and abused straight away. People said, you don't know anything. You're not in control. Don't listen to him. I was like, whoa, who are these people, man? Chill out. Chill out. Actually, I like it. So you can't take offense to this. In my position, we're in this together. This is what I want to see. I want people to come at my throat because it means you care about this community. It means the religion, the cult, is strong and solidified. If there were people like wishy-washy, like, oh yeah, maybe it's a scam after all. No, I don't want to see that. When someone calls HEX and PulseChain a scam in the comments, everyone jumps at them. That's what I want to see. That's the winning team, man. That's the winning team. They're going to write a book about this one day. I'm telling you, they're going to write a book. So let's continue. The HEX community. I'm here to show you, right? I'm like the temperature gauge. So everyone's worn out. Everyone's over it. Everyone's tired. Everyone's worn out from waiting. But you might say, well, what pushed us over the edge? And I'll tell you what pushed us over the edge. You know what it is? Everybody just saw Pepe the meme coin do 350,000x. Not a typo. Made a video on it. 350,000x in less than 1 month. And in that same time, HEX sold off minus 60% on the testnet version 3. So for backstory, for the whole year of 2022, everybody was under the impression, they were told by Ricardo himself, testnet version 3 is the final version. We're ready to launch 2 weeks after that. He said this time and time and time again. That's why as it was coming up, everyone bought into it like, oh, wow, we're days away. And I was like, yeah, about that. Look, I don't make the rules. Just put the water pistol down. Put the water pistol down. Don't squirt Mr. 7. Don't squirt yourselves. We're on the same team. There's 55,000 altcoins out there. Okay, we're on the same team. So look at this. It's been 400 days since Richard Hart told us May 22 launch was coming, and the price sank 91% from that point. Not from the top, from that point. So Mr. 7 was streaming through all of this turmoil. I'm going to show you the chart, okay? I make these charts for you because you're a baby doll baby cake. You're a scrumptious, yummy donut. We're going to look at this. So look at this. Richard Hart saying, by the way, I posted this. Someone out there thought I photoshopped this. No, I promise you, you can go look this up yourself. These are all real posts. Say that it's funny how people don't believe this, right? So look, Richard Hart, best guess midway. It seems like you're the kind of guy that doesn't pay attention. Like he's telling a guy this. Look at this. Mid-May is the best guess. Which you'd know already if you paid attention. So he's telling people mid-May. Look at this. Midway is still the largest, the target for the large free word just airdrop, yada, yada, yada. PulseChain news. This week I should have a better idea when we come. So he was spamming it mid-May. We tapped 19 cents. Funny, me and a lot of people will use the big clip up there, just the final clip, and minus 91% from that cent. So the past is the past. This is what happened. Okay, so this is just a story of events, what happened. And it was mostly to do with the Bitcoin and Ethereum price. But because we went down, people would say it's a delay in the announcement. It doesn't really matter. I want you to know this is disgusting to put your face in front of thousands of people and tell them that this thing that is down 97% from the top and no sign of any future currently, while the crypto industry is crumbling, it takes a lot of balls and a lot of ovaries to stand in front of people and say, I'm going to be happy, I'm going to be optimistic, and I think it's coming tomorrow. You might say that's delusional, and I'll say that's exactly what we need. That's exactly what we need in this game. How do you think people made it to Bitcoin after the first 1000x? If people had a target of $100, they never got to see the $1,000. They never got to see the $20,000. And when it hits 100K one day, who gets to see it? The believers. Mr. Crypto 7 is making believers. So this is his channel. All these streams. You can see a lot of the reds. Look, I watch them. I watch a lot of them. I watch them. And I promise you, let me tell you this, 5 months ago, this was the lows, friends. These were the freaking lows, man. These were the lows. He was coming out here. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I'd wake up and I'm like, if Mr. 7 is actually happy today, I'm going to snap. I'm going to get this keyboard and launch it. He was happy, man. He was happy. I'm going to show you this. Look, this is the HEX chart. Now we know to use a log chart and to go to uniswap.hex.vision. We know that to see the history chart. But in my Telegram, in random Discords, WhatsApp, all these social media, I don't get sent this chart, friends. You know what chart I get sent? Let me show you what chart I get sent. You change this to linear. That's the chart I get sent, okay? And you know what they do? This is what they do to me. They go, bang. They go, wow, this dropped 9. And by the way, you're lucky it recovered here. This is the chart I was dealing with last year. While I was getting super, super, super loud. They're like, oh, wow. Nice investment, man. I thought you said it was going up. What happened? Every single day, every week. Every day. So I can tell you right now, don't cannibalize people who are out there putting their face telling you that this was a cheap buy zone. Don't tell you. Don't cannibalize them, man. You need every warrior you can get. Crypto is very hyper competitive. Everybody is competing for the limited numbers and the limited attention span. Yes, you remember from Metcalfe's law, man, our price is directly related to the users. Users value n squared. You got to get more users. Everything to get more users. That's right. That's all it comes down to. I know we want it to be magical fairies and this and that. No, it's all about the numbers. You might not agree with how people get the numbers, but they're getting the numbers. This is what you want. You know, Bitcoin people, there's not enough retailers they can get to pump the price. They have to go get stock market 401k people in the government now. The grift has gone up even a step higher. It's all one big giant game. Even Mr. 7 got to interview one of the biggest YouTube influencers. Ivan's got 500,000 followers or something, right? I think it was one of the first ones with Hexicans. Ivan was calling, by the way, I'm not joking, in 2020, he would ban the word hex. People got auto-banned from his stream. Auto-banned. And then he went and put into PulseChain and told nobody about it until it was over and nobody could get in. So I'm just letting you know. Most people would have too much of an ego to come and confront someone who did this, by the way. Because they know, Hexicans, every time I was watching Ivan's stream, someone in the Hex channel was messaging saying, hey, have you heard about this? And he would just auto-ban, auto-flag, and it was calling it pretty much like a scam, etc. It was very tough out there. But hey, they got the 1000x gains. They got the 1000x. They deserved it. And now there's a bridge here. I'm going to draw a bridge. Whee! This is a little bridge. And Mr. 7 is coming with a fresh attitude. Wow. Yeah, look at this. It's linking together. The game's changing. Do you want to win or not? We got 200,000 people in Hex. How do we get to $1 to $2? It's not by magic. You need more people. You need more people, friends. Metcalfe's Law. Remember, when I write ML, Metcalfe's Law, you need to go from 200,000 people to 1 million people. So don't get your water pistol and start squirting others who are trying to add value and trying to bring other people. You don't have to agree with their opinion, man. No one's telling you to do that. Numbers are numbers. It's a game of winning. You got to get more points. It's all about the points. So this is the chart I get sent every single day. Do you know how hard it was for me? I was going, like, if you're watching me on Twitter, man, I was going absolutely nuts, going, buy of a lifetime, get every crypto you can. Every other YouTube influencer that I followed disappeared. Every single one. They either secretly got dusted on leverage or they're done with their pump and dump grifts and people are coming for their necks. They probably do. They take time off and they're there for the money. They don't care about you. I care about you. I don't know if you know this. Mr. 7 was streaming down here. All the other big name influencers, they weren't. Do you know why? Because they were getting 50,000 views up here. By the way, not Hex influencers, like the Bitcoin, the main guys, right? The main guys. Nothing to do with Hex and PulseChain community. We're still niche. So the big YouTubers in crypto land, right? They were happy to stream up here. They're getting 100,000 views. They're making all this money, pump and dump grifts. Then it goes down to like 20,000 views. The people who actually need the videos, the people who actually need the content, who are going to carry the industry forward going on, the diamond handers, they disappear. Isn't it sad? They come for the retailers. They come, they're like, oh, let's do this and do that. Wow, 10 coins to next 100x. There are YouTubers we found evidence of, direct evidence. They were shilling, during this time, they were shilling Celsius and all the other Ponzi's that collapsed. They were shilling them and they were taking money. And then they withdrew their money, millions of dollars. At the same time, they were still releasing YouTube videos saying, yeah, Celsius is fine, come along. And everyone lost their money. But luckily, with the leaked database, we got to see these people are snakes. Okay, so when you see someone like Mr. 7, he's cheering for Hex, man. He's cheering for Hex and PulseChain. Everyone's just got to chill out. Chill out. And I know everybody wants to argue and this or that, but just like, friends, look, do you really want to be cannibalizing yourselves? We're down 89% from the high. I don't make the rules, okay? You all heard Ricardo himself said, Hex is a bear market hedge. No, it wasn't. Hex is going to overperform in a bear market. No, it didn't. Hart's Law, liquidity bonding, didn't matter. We crashed with Bitcoin and Ethereum anyway. Like, all of the things you were hanging on here, and PulseChain was going to launch soon. Well, you've watched enough of my videos to know about that, right? All of these, none of it came. So redirect the anger. This is useless. This is bear market. This is cannibalizing. This is because our pie is still 200,000 people. We're slowly adding. It used to be 150,000, but we're growing. We're growing. And same as every community who's not going to go to zero. So the pie is growing. The pie used to be like this. The pie used to be this. Now the pie is a bit bigger, but that's not enough. We're still cannibalizing each other. One day the pie will be like this. 1 million people. So right now it's like 200K. When you get to that 1 million people, that is a 5x on the price. No, 5x on the users. And you do that squared to get the price increase. You might get something like a $1.37 hex. Yes, but you got to remember, the 800,000 people coming in, they're watching other influencers. You need them. Most of you aren't putting in your face out there. You're not. And I want you to have a look again. Look how long we've been waiting. 400 days. It's actually more than 400 days. It's 405 days. It's plus. It's been a long time, man. It's been a long time. So you got to listen to this. So most people, everybody's desperate for PulseChain to come out, right? But you got to understand, we are correlated to Bitcoin and Ethereum's price sentiment. Not just their price. price sentiment. It's how the crowd feels about the price at that time. Don't get it confused. So what we actually want is I want, and now you know, what the crowd actually wants is they want Bitcoin to close above $30,000 and Ethereum above 2,000. We want to clear it, actually be done with it. That's what we actually want. More than PulseChain. Even though people think, oh, we want PulseChain to come out, you're not going to get any value, man. You're not going to get any value when you release, when everything's just like poopy and cannibalizing. So none of us get great gains without Bitcoin and Ethereum higher. And I want you to know, we're all worn out, but you're not worn out from the PulseChain wait. You're actually worn out from the crypto bear market. It's true. Everything's down. Everything's crushed. And let's be honest, the peppy 350,000 X run was the final slap in the race. So you might say this is like the end of the bear market, really. It's like the final slap in the face. Wasn't FTX collapse. It was a meme coin setting off fireworks everywhere. And all our coins, I hold them too, all our favorite baby doll coins that we're watching are still destroyed. Doesn't it make you mad that people would rather buy Peppy up 80,000x than even push up HEX 12%? Because I was like, it's the same thing with every other bag, by the way. It's the same thing. So this is why everyone's worn out. It is what it is. You got to accept it, man. Life doesn't go the way we want sometimes. You're going to have to wait. This is why. Now you know why I keep saying 2025. If you kept thinking tomorrow, next month, it's coming now, you're going to get so worn out, man. 2025 means 2025. I want you to stop everything you're doing. Check the calendar right now. Is it 2025 yet? No? Okay. Expectations tempered. But now you know the truth, right? The secret sauce, the secret sweet and sour sauce. Now that everybody has been trained, I know a lot of you find this controversial, but yeah, I'll say it. Now that you have been trained to be emotionally invested in PulseChain, this is the good news. I think we're ready to do 100x plus. But as well, I've got to temper your expectations as well. I've made a video recently. I can link it for you. Literally just recently. You got to watch it because I go through, so PulseChain expectations, they got to be tempered. Ethereum's bottom was 90 days after launch. PulseChain is meant to be a better Ethereum. HEX is meant to be a better Bitcoin. So you better pay attention to their price action. So then Ethereum pumped 10x off the start and then it dropped 85% over 3 months. So 90 days of sinking. 90 days. 90 long days. And then you think, oh, then we pump? Nope. Then you just return back to the middle of the range that you were depressed about for leaving. And then you pump 60. That's 180 days. So 180 days, 6 months to clear the zone. You might say, hey, that's a one-off. Unfortunately, baby dolls, please watch this video and I'll show you. HEX at the start as well. I've got a part here. Yeah. HEX was 4 months. Okay. HEX was 4 months to clear. And to let you know, Solana was as well, if you count this zone, it was actually just this zone, sorry for Solana. Just this zone was about 3 to 4 months as well. So I have to do Pumpamental Green here just to show you. This zone was about 3 to 4 months as well. So this is the expectation. So yeah, I know I hate to say it, but even if PulseChain launches in the next 14 days, we probably, based off everything, we don't fulfill the dream until over 6 months from that point. I know, I'm sorry. Like, you gotta swallow this truth again. I'm here to protect you. The last thing I want is for you to think we're gonna hit 48x off the launch, and then we're like maybe 10x, and then we go back down near the sacrifice phase, which I hope we don't, but it is what it is. That's even if we launch this month. Who knows? Maybe there's bigger plans out there by the Lord Duck himself. So I want you to know, friends, remember, don't cannibalize people making content for your bags. Don't do that. You need everyone you can get. You know who does that? The Bitcoin maxis. You know what happened to them? They made Ethereum, and then now the Ethereum maxis are doing it. You can't do that. You have to go to every single influencer shitting your bags. You got to promote it. Every single time I see someone tag any of the coins I have, I just give them a monkey. Give them a little monkey dopamine hit. Give them a little like. You got to do these little things. It really is the woo-woo voodoo magic. You think of good things, good karma, and it comes back and rewards you. Because, you know, at the end of the day, we got to get to 1 million people somehow. Tell mum and dad you love them, friends. I hope PulseChain launches soon. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you next time.